Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video of mine. You guys know I really appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and join the Don family, because you know we're all Dons around here, of course. Oh guys, and as you can see, I have a new look. Yeah, my hair's straight. So I did my makeup because you know gotta look cute and everything. If you haven't checked out my vlog when I went to the hairdresser and got my hair did, then you guys should go and check it out. I'll leave it down below for you guys. As always, you guys know the rules. So for today's video, super chill, we're just gonna be talking, you get me? We're gonna be talking very personal, one-on-one conversation, you feel me? So I asked you guys over on my Instagram to give me some topics, give me some stuff you want me to talk about, share my views on, share my opinions on. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should go and do that. I'll put my name right here, so make sure you guys follow me, you feel me? So yeah, so I have a few topics here. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to be running through it super quick, but you know, being very heart to heart. So if you guys want to have a very heart to heart one-on-one conversation with me, then make sure you guys keep on watching.
Big joke like get on the tick. Are you ready?
Okay, so I just have it in a random order. So the first thing is life. So I'm supposed to talk about my life. So for you guys who don't know where I am, I'm in Canada. I'm in Brampton. I go to school here now. I moved here from Jamaica. So to be very honest, it's really boring here. It's very different, but life is, you know, it's okay. I'm alive and well, so of course that's a blessing in itself. Right now I'm job hunting and I'm still unemployed, but we're holding the faith because we have to get the bread this year, 2020, you feel me? So life is pretty regular. School is boring, hair is very boring, but I have a lot more doing with YouTube, school. I'm working on some projects that I want to do, job searching. So I would say that my life is very much normal. I kind of like want to do a little bit like kind of different stuff, you know, like be more interactive on Instagram and stuff like that. My life is pretty good, if it means okay, it's nothing exciting. So remember, this is a conversation, so you guys have to also let me know how your life is going, you feel me? Alright, so the next thing is I should give my thoughts on sex education in Jamaican schools. Okay, so let's see. As far as I know, there is really sex education in prep school, you feel me? Which makes sense because you're at a very like young age, very vulnerable age. You don't want to introduce that too early, you feel me? I know like when you get to high school, you start learning about those things. I'm pretty sure from like first form, them kind of introduce you to it, because you know you do like HFLE and then you do personal development and stuff like that. But I know they go more in depth when you get into grade 9. Now honestly, I feel like the education is pretty good. So I would say like in Jamaican schools, I mean personally I can obviously only speak from my school. I went to Woolmers, and you know they went very in depth in grade 9. So I personally think they give you a lot of information and they make sure that they spread it out to like every single possibility and every aspect of sex and like anything, you know, consequences and stuff like that you need to know. I honestly think grade 9 is a pretty good age to start educating students about that, and they bring it all the way up to sixth form or grade 13. You still learn about it in grade 13 when you're 18 and 19. So I think doing that is still good. People still leave high school being absolutely completely clueless to certain things, which is very shocking. But I think that the age at which it starts is fine. Maybe they can start to like going more in depth from an earlier age, probably grade 8 instead of going like a year earlier, because as we get older, like generations that are coming up are becoming like they're a lot older for their age, in my opinion. So introducing it to them a little bit earlier than, you know, in the past, I think would probably make a difference. Okay, so next thing is relationships and friendships. So I'm supposed to talk about ups and downs of that. Okay, I'll start with relationships. So every relationship have ups and downs. In my opinion, if your relationship is just smooth sailing all the time, I don't think, you feel me? I think that's kind of weird. Every relationship have ups and downs. It's just that you have to know how to like work on those ups and downs. Obviously, when you have your ups or your good times, you cherish them, you feel me? You keep those memories and you always try to like reproduce those good memories. Whenever you have downs, you shouldn't let it get the best of you and like, you know, make it push you to the point where you're doing stupid things that's gonna jeopardize your relationship. You feel me? You wanna work through those problems and try to avoid them from happening again. Alright, so when it comes on to friendships now, I don't really have that much friends, and therefore I don't really have that many friendships. But the smaller your circle, the better. I don't think you should have 10 million friends. I don't see the point of that. And the whole best friend thing, like this is my best friend and she's my best friend and he's my best friend and best friend. Like, if you're gonna have a best friend, you just have one best friend. Like, don't be having like 5 best friends, you feel me? I don't have a best friend, but my friendships are great. We don't really have downs, you feel me? Like, we just vibe and talk about a bunch of different things. Obviously, sometimes, you know, as a friend, it's really good that you're honest. So certain things you have to point out to your friends, and you know, your friend them might not take it like lightly, but as they say, tough love, you know, that's really sometimes you know, sometimes it's tough. You have to get it in their heads, you feel me? So tough love. But friends, like, don't hold grudges against certain things, like, and don't take certain things personally. Like, when we tell you certain things that you don't want to hear, it's for your own benefit, okay? Trust and believe. Next topic is what motivates me. Honestly, I'm very, very easily demotivated, like super, like easily demotivated. So with that being said, I have to think very hard on what motivates me. Let me see. When I was in high school and I used to do dancing is just my life. I love it so much. That is what I used to look forward to. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go to dancing, and I was like really excited about that. So that's kind of what brought me through the day, that kind of kept me going. So that was a sense of motivation in high school. I don't dance anymore, so probably that's why I'm like always so sad. Oh, I would probably say my lifestyle. Let me explain. So you guys see those memes where it say you can't wait until you're able to afford a lifestyle. Okay, if you know me personally, you guys know that I love to do my hair, I love to do my nails and toes. Like, I love to braid my hair. Like, any little holiday we get or nothing, like, that's me gonna do my hair, I'm gonna do my nails, I'm gonna do my toes, I want to wax, I want to do my lashes, I want to do all of these nice things and just fix up myself. I want to go shopping, buy all of these nice clothes and shoes and blah blah blah, right? But guess what? Money. And as I said, your girl does not have a job yet. So I think, like, knowing that I want to do all of those things and I need money for it, and obviously you have to work not just work physically, but you have to work towards your goals so that in the future, you know, you're at a position where you're at a position where you're able to afford your lifestyle. So I would think me knowing that I want to do all of those things, that's kind of a motivation in itself. Like, that's the best I can give you guys. So if you guys have like things that you do that motivates you, let me know so that I can probably like try those out, because as you see, I'm lacking in the motivation, you know, world, isn't it? So I should talk about childhood struggles and how I overcame them. Well, honestly speaking, my childhood was very much okay. I went to Children's Center. Big up everybody that went to Children's Center. It was a fun time. I went to St. Catherine Prep. Prep school was, you know, good. High school was good. I'm not a child anymore, obviously. But I would say my childhood was good. I didn't really have any struggles. My parents, you know, made sure that I was able to do as much as I wanted to, or everything that I wanted to. Like, prep school was a long time ago. I don't even remember. But I would say I don't have any childhood struggle. I didn't have any childhood struggles. No. But if any of you guys know people that are having childhood struggles, or if any of you guys are having childhood struggles, then pray about it. If you know, the Lord will hear you. Pray about it. And just always, you know, remember that it's just a time, you know, it's just a phase, and don't let it get the best of you. I'm one of those type of persons that like little things will get the best of me, and I just break, and I just get so demotivated, and I'm just like not encouraged to do anything anymore. But it's just a phase, you feel me, and it's going to pass, and you just have to stay positive. They do say your mind is a very powerful thing, and trust me, I believe that now. So always just try to keep a positive mind, you see me? Okay, time management. So how do I have good time management? Let me show you guys something. So this is my whiteboard calendar, and basically what I do is just write, like, I just write all my due dates on that. Like, on the side I put anything I have to do, and it kind of just keeps me organized, because when you do a lot of courses and you have a lot of assignments, you get flustered and you're gonna forget. That has happened to me. So having a whiteboard, you can just jot down like, this is you this day, this is you this day, and you check it every day. You stay on track, so that helps. Organization does help with time management. What I also like to do is, like, on days when I don't like say weekends, I would like set a schedule for that day, like tap to my phone and set a time period and try to complete that specific task in that same time period, just to make sure that I have everything done. And if you're a person who loves to watch shows like me, like you just watch series all the time, don't watch series during school. It's a bad idea, because you just always want to watch series. So when you finish a series, just don't find the next series. But if you just can't help yourself, make watching a series a reward of like doing certain things. Because when you watch series, you get carried away, and like you just lose a lot of your time that you can't get back. So make watching like one episode of a series like a day a reward of doing something. Achieving goals. How you achieve goals. Obviously you have to write down your goals, you feel me? I have a lot of goals. I haven't like written them down like in one place, or all over the place, but I plan to like write it down and like decorate it. I'm that type of person, like when something is bright and colorful, I'm gonna want to read it and I'm gonna feel happy inside. So first thing I would say is write down your goals in order of when you want to accomplish each one, and then decorate it based on your personality, or don't decorate it if you're just like a bland person. So leave it blank, leave it how it is. And then the best way to make sure you achieve a goal is to set different tasks. that will lead up to achieving that goal, whether it's a task per week, a task per month. But don't make it that you set a task that's basically unachievable. Like you set 10 tasks one day. Set something that's realistic. And don't set things that are too high for you. If you mean, like when people set goals that are just a little bit too high, and then when you don't get there, you get disappointed. Don't do that. Obviously, set realistic goals and set realistic tasks. Deciding on majors for university. Okay, so I truly believe in people choosing majors in university for something that you want to do. I know a lot of students, you know, struggle with like doing things because that's what their parents want them to do. When you think about it, you kind of wasting your money, because when you grow up to become your own person, you feel me, you're not gonna be happy doing something that you don't love. You know, they say you never work a day in your life if you're doing something that you truly love. So obviously, if you're doing something that you don't love, you're gonna be very, very frustrated, and in the end you might not be as successful as you want to, and then you would have just wasted your entire university life learning about things you don't even want to do. So obviously, think about your passions. Think about absolutely anything that you like to do. If you like to dance, and that is legit all that you like to do and probably all that you can do, then you can look at a dance career. I know a lot of people might say, oh, dancing not getting you anywhere. Lies. My absolute favorite choreographer right now is the Alia Janelle. She's a dancer. That's her career. Obviously, she don't like other stuff like collaborations and so. I'm telling you, she's living a very good life by the looks of it, and she's a dancer. So don't let anybody tell you anything. Feel me? But like, obviously, just deciding on your major, just look at something that you absolutely truly love and have a passion for. Because let me tell you, when you grow up and you work in an industry that you have a passion for, you're gonna just love to work, and you're just gonna want to make money all the time. You're just gonna be always gonna be motivated to just keep going. So look for something you have a passion for, or like an interest in, and you can make a career out of it, and go along that path. When you choosing a major for university or like any subject area or course, you go along that path. Or you might find something that you don't even need to go to university for example, dancing. People go to dance schools, but you don't need to. And guess what? You save money. Duh. And don't feel like because you don't go university, like, you know, you feel abnormal or something. Like, you don't have a good university, you can break the trend. Like, a lot of people don't go to university. People stop the school now. You know, see YouTube about the thing now. So just something that's your passion or your interest, have your interest, I would say go down that route. Okay, next is college experience, being away from family, making new friends, adjusting. So as I said, it's boring here. Now, it all depends on the school you go to and where you go to school. I'm in Canada and I'm in Brampton. It's a very quiet place. I'm not like in Toronto, that's busy and that's the city. I'm in Brampton, so it's super quiet, you know. No one really does anything. It's a very different environment from how Jamaica stay. And I'm in college. I don't know if college life is different from university life, but right now that's how I feel. I feel like college is like boring, and university is like party, or let's have fun. You feel me? Being away from my family, to be really honest, 3.5 months is not that long. But like when you get in, like when you kind of get in like a sad mood, or like things are stressing you out, you're frustrated, like right now, like not finding a job and stuff, it's very frustrating and stuff like that. I miss home a lot more because it's so much easier to get a job back in Jamaica than here, and like stuff like that. Like I miss being home, you feel me? When it comes to like adjusting and transitioning, it wasn't that much like that big of a deal. I'm not living solely by myself because I live on campus. One thing that's very different is taking the bus, because I never took the bus in Jamaica. But as we all know, the bus system up here is so easy. So it's like a piece of cake to take the bus. You can get lost. I got lost before. If you guys want to hear that story, leave it in the comments. I'll give you a story time. But adjusting honestly was fine for me. When it comes to the weather, I didn't get like sick transitioning into cold weather, thank God. And it's actually not that cold right now. I haven't felt the worst of it yet, but yeah, I think this climate goes well with my skin, to be very honest with you, like no sun and stuff like that. And living on campus at my school, you don't get meal plans, so you have to cook your food because we're not spending all this money to buy fast food every day, and you know, we're trying to go on a healthy journey. So cooking is so tiring, and I miss having my mom cook for me. Hi mom. So that's one thing that I miss, like having to cook for myself. It gets so tiring. Like I like to cook, but I like to relax as well, you know. And making new friends, to be very honest with you, I don't really have any friends here. I probably have like 5 friends, including my roommates, the people that are in Brampton that like went to school with. You feel me? They're not like walk across the road, you know, they're like a good drive or a good bus ride away, so I don't really see them that much. But I'm fine. The college experience is fine. It's not a big transition, to be very honest. Like high school to college, if you went to sixth form, is literally nothing. But yeah, that's my experience. Okay, last 3. Settling in your environment is my support system is not here. Okay, same like the previous one. As I said, I settled in quite fine. Obviously when I just moved here and like everybody left, like when I just got here and I was just starting, I was sad, you feel me? I cried and I was like really sad, but then over time you get used to it. When I came back up in the Christmas though, I was crying like when I was at the airport, but I was just like, you feel me? I got over it a lot faster than the first time. So I think when you move somewhere new and you don't have your support system here, over time you're gonna be fine and you're gonna get used to it. And as you get older, you just, you know, you're gonna be fine. And when you start working and making money, you can just dip and go home and just have a little vacay and come back. You're gonna be super fine. And right now I'm okay. I'm ready to go back home for summer vacation, and it's January, but I'm ready to go back home. But you know, January is almost done. I'm counting down, but I'm settling in quite well. Why did I choose to study abroad? Well, for one, I wanted to experience a new environment, and as I said, up here is so much different from Jamaica. I love that, you know, the bus seems, you know, we know like first world countries are like so much easier. The quality of life is better, you know, the bus system, buying clothes, like you can order stuff online just like that, have it delivered, like those type of things. I'm loving it. I just wanted to come up here and I really wanted to experience the foreign college lifestyle, you know, dorming, decorating your dorm, all of those things. Like that's what I really was interested in, and I just wanted to get a foreign education because if I had the opportunity, so why not? Do you feel me? So that's why I chose to study abroad. But I chose to study in Canada specifically and not America. Honestly, I just feel like when it comes to working, it's a lot easier to work out here if you're an international student. You cannot just think short term when it comes to school, you feel me? We all know that foreign is very, very expensive, especially Canada. So you gotta think about who you're gonna pay for, you know, living abroad, and that comes with work, you feel me? So I just feel like working here is just easier than America. Now obviously, no, when I say that, right, no, you guys heard about my whole job crisis. Right now it's hard to find a job. It's very much hard to find a job in a new country, obviously, especially when you don't have that much work experience in different industries, so like retail and stuff like that, because you don't really have many retail jobs in Jamaica. So it's hard to find a job like when you just come here. But when I say it's easier to work, like when you come to Canada, you get a work permit along with your study permit. When you go to America, to my knowledge, because my sister lives there, you get something called an I-20, and you have to get authorization to work while you're in school. And honestly, I just feel like it depends on the person that's gonna authorize you. That's gonna be your do or die, whether or not you're gonna be making money. So I just think that's like so much like if the person tell me no, then I'm supposed to stay broke. You feel me? So that's one reason why I came to Canada. And obviously, why not try and get residency? Well, I know America, getting residency over there is like a long, very, very long process. Canada is so much shorter. So I wanted to like be able to get my residency here. So that's why I chose to study abroad and study in Canada specifically. But let me tell you, school over here, expensive. I'm just putting that out there. For anybody that wants to come to school here, it's expensive. Like, people say America is more expensive, but in my opinion, I feel like here is more expensive because when it comes to scholarship, you're getting like that's for our next time. Okay, last question is struggles being an international student. I just love how all these questions intertwine. Oh my god. Okay, being an international student, like, okay, going to school here, being an international student is like okay because there's many international students. Probably like most of the people at my particular school are international students, but a joke, it's not most of them, but a lot of people here at my campus at least are international students. So going to school here like as an international student is like being here. It's like okay, obviously the process you have to go through to be able to come up here is a kind of long process, if you get visa and all of those things. But being up here as an international student is pretty good. The only thing I've experienced so far is a job. I feel like being an international student looking for a job makes it a lot more difficult. One thing, when you obviously like when you go for jobs and like reach the interview stage, they're gonna ask you for references most times, and I'm not from here, so like all my references are overseas, and I feel like that's kind of threw them off. You feel me? I don't know why, but I feel like that throws them off. But I've never experienced like any racial discrimination or anything like that. Like I've been super like okay, like being an international student. Obviously it's so much more expensive, and I feel like they don't have that many opportunities for international students when it comes to like schools and scholarships and stuff as they do for their citizens. So I don't really face much struggles. I'm in college, I don't know if university is different, and I'm in Brampton. I don't know if like Toronto is different or like anywhere is different, but I've heard stories of like how people, the regular like racial stories, and like how people like look at you sideways because you're international students or because you're black or something like that. I've heard stories, but I personally haven't experienced anything like negative. You feel me? Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation, you feel me, and for all the questions that I listed, make sure that you leave your very detailed answer in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. I know it was just really a sit down one-on-one talking video, letting you guys know my views and stuff. If you guys want me to have more discussion on other topics, then always let me know in the comments. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell your cousin, your auntie, your brother to join the Don family. Just click the subscribe button and press the bell beside it. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.